Singing jazz is, I think, the most fulfilling form of music for me, because I get to sing in a way I can't when I'm in a more amplified situation, whereas with my other band, I don't get to hear myself as well when I'm singing in a bigger band. Not to say that I don't enjoy it, I still love doing that, but I get to take my voices places that I simply can't in that other environment, and Scott gives me so much room to do that in Clarence, and sharing the experience with them is really, really nice. It's a relationship I've never had with other musicians, where we all have our parts to play, and we're playing pretty nice arrangements, and it's just allowed me to take my voice to really enlightening places for me.
You know, I don't really have a favorite, because it's always a challenge every time I pick up any instrument to be able to bring out the personality of that instrument, to bring out the personality of myself into that instrument. And so it's always a challenge for me, and that's one of the reasons why I like to do it, because it brings out the higher part of what it means to be a musician for me, to be able to spontaneously improvise in that moment.
It's difficult to determine where my consciousness of music began, because my mother was a professional jazz singer when she was pregnant with me. So I literally heard music in the womb. So from there until, as an infant, I'm not aware. It was kind of, I guess music was something that was just all around me and inside me. And so I just really, that was the first time I can consciously remember actually making music happen myself. And the first song that I learned on piano was Lullaby of Birdland, and which is kind of a cute little melody. And I can still pick it out just like I played it.
My mother was the most influential for me. She had a beautiful voice, and she never really pursued singing, but she did have a wonderful voice, and she was always singing around the house and playing wonderful music like Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan and Benny Goodman, a lot of big band stuff and musical theater. So I was exposed to jazz early on, but I just never dreamed that it was going to be a path that I would take. But I'm very happy at this point in my life.
Well, originally I was playing at COS, and I was offered a featured tune, and that's when I met Scott Durbin and saw his talent right away and said, I got to get to know this guy. And so I made sure that I shook his hand and said, hey, I'm Clarence Barger, like to get together with you and get to be a better musician, and hope you help me.
After 25 years of chiropractic, I retired, sold my practice, and now I'm able to return to my first love and commitment, and that is music. And with the help of, Clarence and Anna, in being inspired by their talent and their hearts, it's wonderful to really have the time and energy and inspiration to get back into this.